What's up, Boomcasters? This is the Boomcast. We miss you guys. I'm the commish, and we got a guest star, just a little cute little thing going on. And who is that?
What's up? It's Big DD,
Yes,
Black Knights,
sir.
Nigga Knights.
We got nigga Knights, Dr. Umar Knights, whatever you want to call him. Man be changing his name more than he be changing his own gender. I mean, what? Anyways, hey guys, I missed you guys. We're starting in a new season. I know it's kind of late. We normally do this week one, right after the draft and stuff like that. Crazy. It wasn't in my mind space. Was very busy, but you know what? I still got you guys. So it's the first year of the show, going into year 4. We got a good one for you guys. We do. Black Knights, man. You excited to be here?
Very excited. First show of the season and first show for me, so I'm excited.
Right? Look, I know we don't got Jay. I know we don't got David, L. Chaplin, Eurostep. I get it. We dearly miss them, but we gonna hang in here and we gonna get the show going and thriving. Hopefully, you know it's gonna be on like 2 legs, just limping. Uh. But let's not take too much time going into this. We're gonna go ahead and first of all, let's talk about that Super Bowl, man. Seahawks was number one. Was I know you guys are hearing me? Was number one in my hearts, number one in my eyes. Back to back bowls, man. What do you think about that, dude? That's crazy, right? Back to back.
Pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Very dominant.
Most definitely, and to do it against Ski too. Definitely entertaining Super Bowl. Maybe it might be a rematch, and maybe I don't know. Ski comes up on top, or from the looks of like where the season's going, are we gonna have two new, like whole new competitors? But that's the thing. We're gonna be here. We're gonna give you guys the information, what we guys think, and we're just gonna chillax and relax, dude. So now let's go into the game recaps for week 1 to week 3. We got quite a few games, but apparently this is the same amount we do all the time when we're behind. So going into recap number 1, we got week 1 with the Armadillos, former Desperados, former Chiefs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chiefs won Super Bowl year 1. We all know about Chiefs. Guy is elite. He can pass the rock. He can definitely run it down your throat. And he's got decent defense. But, we don't want to disrespect the Steelers either. Dude is monstrous on the offensive side, running the rock. And defense, well, we all know how Minkah Fitzpatrick carries. But he's also a good defensive user as well, too. Black Knight can attest. That's one of your rivals, dude. What do you think?
Yeah, he swept me last season. I expect him to win at least one this season. He's definitely a beast. Steelers is a beast.
We're not bringing out the brooms this year?
Nah. I'm hoping to, but I don't want to be presumptuous on that one.
Fighting words, that's what I hear. But we're going to dig into this game. It was 28-29, Steelers coming on top. Pat Mahomes, 12 for 26, 175 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Not looking very Pat Mahomes like Isaiah Pacheco, 16 carries, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco is going to get his yards. He's going to get a tutty. That's what he does. It looks like Paris Campbell is now on the team with 5 recs, 107 yards, and 1 touchdown, with Nick Bolton with an average day of 3 tackles and an interception. Go ahead, Black Knights. Take on the Steelers stats.
All right, so we got Justin Fields, 17 of 30, 324 yards, 3 TDs, 3 picks. It's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Najee Harris, 13 carries, 51 yards. Nothing too special. Deontay Johnson, 4 receptions, 103 yards. Decent little game. TJ Watt, 5 tackles, 1 sack.
Man. So we got a new face here in Pittsburgh with Justin Fields. Looks like he is throwing the rock, but also throwing it to the defense. And Najee got stopped. Najee, I believe he led the league last year, or was on top five or top three. Dude was rushing pretty much like 10 to 13 yards average last year, but it looks like Armadillo stopped it, but not enough to win the game. And to come out of a heavy hitting game like this with 3 interceptions and still come out with the win is pretty crazy. That's crazy. You don't see that a lot. Really don't. Moving into game number 2, guys. Game number 2. I'm not going to talk about this one because we got the man here himself. We got the Austin Aviators versus the Chicago Black Knights. 52-42 Chicago up. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, we that kind of went crazy on this one.
Kinda.
Yeah, 21-26, 347 yards, 4 TDs, no picks. Definitely balling out way better than he did last season. Damian Pierce, new to the team, workhorse. 22 carries, 136 yards, 1 TD. Mark Andrews, always doing great. 6 receptions, 166 yards, 1 TD.
Nah.
Jalen Ford, 1 tackle, 1.5 sacks. Good game. Definitely playing a lot better this season. Here, you want me to do Aviators too?
Oh, man, yeah, I got this one. We got Trevor Lawrence, previous MVP of the league, for 15-26, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not likely of Trevor at all. It's been a rough start for the season for the Aviators and for Trevor, but I assume that he will pick that up, and it's not likely where he will be in the bottom of the pack. Travis Etienne doing Travis thing, 6 carries, 134 yards. Looks like he was torching you with the run on the run side. What's your take on that, man? Did you have anything to stop him, or what's your take if you ever play him in the playoffs again?
Definitely want to shut that down. I think we shut down the run. It'd be a way bigger gap. It's a pretty close one.
I will say, Aviators' defense has taken a toll. He traded some big pieces away. Still looking to trade some pieces away. The rebuild and retool, I feel like it's a little bit too late right now in the season, but we'll never know. We'll definitely got to see. But shout out to my boy Black Knights. With an additional piece with Damian Pierce looking to take the workload off. You picked him up this offseason, correct?
I did. I needed a power back. Cook wasn't getting it done. Dalvin Cook wasn't getting it done.
So is he on the block? What's up?
He's regressed so much. I'm sure nobody wants him.
Never mind. Keep his old ass. Keep his old ass. All right, moving into game 3. This one is a blowout, guys. A blowout. We got week 1 Condors versus the Bulls. 30-0 Bulls on top. When I mean a blowout, man, like the dude bent him over and blew his back out and blew his girl's back out. Like that was that bad. Going over the Condors, CJ Stroud was not playing like CJ Stroud. He went 5 for 17, 60 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdown. Darren Baldwin, dude was balling last year, not this year so far. 9 carries, 54 yards, no touchdown. Chris Marshall, 3 racks, 49 yards, and Patrick Queen, only 5 tackles. Moving on, we see old man Jared Goff, not balling, but getting the job done. 9 for 17, 153 yards, and 1 interception. With Saquon, 19 carries, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Of course, Saquon fucking carrying the Giants, dog. Oscar Delp with 4 wrecks, 67 yards, and Adoree Jackson, 2 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 pick fucking 6 or fumble recovery. But yeah, that still leads into a defensive touchdown. Man, what do you think about this, man? You think Bulls is serious? You think he's the new thing?
I've been seeing him doing well. Also want to say Condors isn't the strongest user that I've seen. I'm pretty sure I played him last week and it messed up at the end of the game, but it wasn't the strongest I played so far.
He had a rise and a fall. Last year was looking like his year. Didn't barely miss out in the playoffs, but now it looks like that team is taking a back step. So is it user, is it ability, or is it user issue?
We'll see. I'm sure he'll figure it out and come up a little further in the season.
Are we? No.
Never know,
man. Division rivals, got to keep it that way. All right, next game. We're going over week 1. Jets versus the Huskies. was surprisingly the Huskies coming on top, 41-21. Now Euro, if you're there, man, let me know if this was sim or not. We didn't get to mark this one down, but you let me know. KJ Jefferson coming in for 10-24, 186 yards, 1 touchdown with 4 interceptions. Looks like he's picking up exactly where he left off in the playoffs. We got Brees Hall, 13 carries, 83 yards with 1 touchdown. Hakeem Bell, 3 wrecks, 77 yards. Quinnen Williams with 8 tackles and 1 sack. And David said this game was played.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
was.
man, that's a scary look, man. Especially when you have KJ not bouncing back from a playoff loss in Super Wild Card Weekend to starting off the season. Very, very rough. You want to go ahead and go over the Huskies for me?
Yeah, Huskies to Sean Watson,
Massage
22,
Watson.
22 of 35 for 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Joe Mixon, 19 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins, 3 receptions, 63 yards. Christian Gonzalez, 1 tackle, 1 pick, and 1 deflection with a touchdown. It's like a pick six.
You know what this team's starting to look like to me? It looks like the old Texans. I'm just saying. You got Massage Watson and DeAndre Hopkins back together. But let's not throw any shade out. Christian Gonzalez, man, young cat, finally, probably in his prime now. 4 or 5 years in, definitely got to be like an 80 plus, possibly almost a 90. But 1 tackle, 1 interception, a deflection, and a pick six. Dude was active, man. Definitely active. I definitely would like to see the Jets pick it up, but huge win for the Huskies. Huge win, especially in the division.
Huge. This Jets is a beast. Definitely huge.
Moving on to the next game, we got the Houston Oilers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got old money versus fucking Kari. This rivalry, this hatred, this racism between each other has gone on for so long. So I know Oilers is feeling good about this one. Desmond Ritter, the new quarterback of the Houston Oilers, 15 for 20, 231 yards, 1 touchdown. We got Jonathan Taylor, the workhorse of that team, 18 carries, 185 yards, and 2 tutties. With Brock Bowers finally taking that starting tight end position with 5 wrecks, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, and Greg Delpit with 1 tackle, 1 interception, and either a pick six or a fumble recovery for the touchdown. Then we got Bucks with newly acquisition Riley Reed, 16 for 27, 217 yards, 4 touchdowns with 2 interceptions that pretty much hurt the game. Branson Robinson, 18 carries for 160 yards. Jarrett Everett, 4 wrecks, 57 yards. Not very Everett of him, if you know what I mean. And then we have Jeremiah Alexander with 2 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. What do you think, Black Knights? Even though Kari's pretty much given up the season, or I wouldn't say giving up the season, rebuilding for the future, it was still a close game. Do you think Oilers has found a stride and can build off this?
It was pretty close. I don't think was it Kari? I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Kari should be giving it up yet. I think he's still got a lot left in him. This is a great game for him. 2 picks, but still a great game. Very close. Um, yeah, it was good. I think Oilers are strong, but I think Kyrie's a strong user as well.
Well, there you guys. You guys heard it, folks. Straight from his mouth, not mine. Go after him, not me. Week 1, another blowout. Packers versus the goddamn Detroit Lions, 35-0.
Yeesh.
I know you're not here right now. You may be not. It's Xavier, my boy. Well, you got your ass whooped, dog. The fuck? You got your ass whooped. Lamar Jackson's first game as a Green Bay Packer, 11 for 12, 314 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I know we were saying in general, I know we were saying in chat that Lamar Jackson is not accurate, but this dude pulled it off, man. It was only 12 attempts, but for 300 and some yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception, that shit's kind of crazy. 7 carries for 31 yards for Dom Ballard. Christian Watson went crazy, 2 wrecks, 106 yards and a touchdown. And we got Shamal Malden Jr. with 2 tackles and 2.5 sacks. And Let's Black Knights take over that Lion stats because I ain't saying that shit.
You say you don't want to say it.
Mm.
We got Caleb Williams, 9 of 19, 105 yards, one pick. Jamar Gibbs, 8 carries, 34 yards. DJ Chark Jr., 2 receptions, 42 yards. And Nate Hobbs, 2 tackles and one pick.
It's looking like Packers is growing into a Super Bowl caliber team again. Not saying he wasn't the last 2 years, most definitely he is, but it looks like those pieces that he has put in and installed this offseason and the past 2 offseasons are working out for him in his favor, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, I definitely think Lamar can get him over the hump.
Oh yeah, man! I think this is the quarterback that can do it as long as he can stay steady and Lamar doesn't start throwing fumbles, if you know what I mean. But I would definitely love to see the rise of Caleb Williams. We saw flashes of him last year. Definitely want to see more flash. I won't even see flashes. I want to see progression, and I want to see him, rise and be that next superstar that he can be.
hmm
Moving over to our next game in week one, our final game over week one that we're going to talk about. We have the Portland Snowhawks versus the Carolina Panthers, with the Panthers coming out very close with a 14-7 win. We have Zach Wilson for 19 for 28, 240 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Richard Akins, maybe rookie or not, haven't seen that name before. 19 carries, 71 yards. Jawan Johnson, old ass, 5 recs, 55 yards, with Walton Nolan, 2 tackles and 2 sacks. And then coming in hot for the Carolina Panthers, we got Bo Nix. I believe this is recently traded Bo Nix, 13 for 24, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Will Shipley having himself a Will Shipley day, 18 carries, 121 yards. Braden Pemberton, that's a white boy name, 3 recs, 76 yards. And then we have J.C. Jackson, 3 tackles, 1 interception. Very close division rival game. I guess it was defensive all the way. I didn't get to watch this game at all, but it's a nice win for a new quarterback coming in for Bo Nix and not looking too well for Zach Wilson. What do you think, man?
Looks like a close game. Like you said, it looks pretty defensive. I like to see guys running the ball a lot, so that's definitely good.
Yeah,
Just, yeah.
workhorses, man. We got some workhorses in this league. Moving over to week two, our first game that we're going to talk about at week two, it was big 2 headers, 2 guys that will be or could be in this playoffs, and one definitely into the Super Bowl. Especially my Super Bowl favorite with the Blues and Orbits. Blues coming on top, 34-17. I got the Orbits dad right now on the chat. I'm gonna let him take care of it, bro. Tell me about Junior, dog.
All right, so we got Tua getting 21 of 32 for 226 yards and one pick, no touchdowns. Javonte Williams with 12 carries and 56 yards. Jalen Waddle, 8 receptions, 95 yards. And Kavon, I'm going to try that. Was that Thibodeau?
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau.
All
Thibodeau.
right,
Yeah.
6 tackles. Yeah, Orbits is he's a pretty good user. Our game's always pretty close. Always come out on top, but they're pretty close. But Ski's just different, man. That he's a beast.
He's a whole different breed, man. He is well oiled now. He is lubricated, if you say it. The first 2 seasons were kind of rough for him. He had to get that junk off. Hasn't played Madden in a while. But no disrespect to the Orbits at all. Great user. One of the top users, has been in the league for a long time. An OG.
My boy.
Yeah, I ride and die for that man. But Ski's got his number, which he does for a lot of us. So
A lot of us.
if y'all play Jay, I'm just saying, y'all look at the tape before it goes away and get some pointers of what that man's doing. No disrespect, though, to the Blues at all. Dude is ridiculous. Malik Willis, 15 for 27, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. His progression, his matureness, he is looking like the franchise quarterback for this team. Keaton Mitchell, 12 carries, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. Didn't have the game that he can have, but definitely got a tutty. Xavier Worthy, 5 recs, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure one of those came from an RPO. Don't ask me how I know. I played the nigga like way too many times. Then we got Jordan Brooks with 8 tackles, a solid performance all around the board, coming up with a win, staying undefeated. Moving over to our next game, we have Week 2, Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers coming on top, 31-7. Gave the spanking to fucking Kari. Again, Kari's a great user, and like I said, I don't think he's got the team to compete with some of these teams that are ready to go playoffs, deep into a playoff run. So starting off with the Bucks, we have Riley Reed, 4 for 8, 140 yards, 3 interceptions. I don't have Neon open with me right now. I'm pretty sure he probably put in Jaden Daniels to try to switch things up. Doesn't look like it did anything from there. Branson Robinson, 7 carries, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Jared Everett, again, his top leading receiver, 2 racks, 92 yards. 50-yard bumps. Tyleek Williams, 2 tackles, 1 sack. And then, man, let's talk about your rival, dude. He's on a roll.
He is on a roll. I definitely look forward to getting the game in with him. So Justin Fields, 8 of 13 for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 10 carries, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. Ooh. Pat Freiermuth.
There you go. English.
3 receptions, 50 yards, 1 TD, and Tyler Nubin, 5 tackles.
Yeah, looks like they had a all-around offensive game. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields was running all over the place. Neon snapshots don't really like put the rush on there. I wish they would. I might have to go talk to the guy and be like, "Yo, can you add this?" But
Nah, he only has 4 rushing yards.
Damn, never mind. Don't know where all the 31 points came from because 3 touchdowns. That's about 21 points. So the rest are probably field goals. But yeah, I mean, he came out. His defense came out, did what he had to do, shut that shit down, and not let Kari get with a win. And that's a home win right there too. Did it at home. Bucks
Real nice.
Out in the way.
Good night.
All right, pulling up Week 2. Colts versus Bengals. Really closer than I wanted it to be. It's definitely a good game, though. No disrespect to the Bengals, but all disrespect same way. I came on top, 31-24. Before I get over to my side, let's go over to the Bengals. Michael Penix Jr., 19 for 30, 296 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. One of those was a user pick. I play him a lot. That's my dude. All he does is crossers. He does crossers or mesh spots. Everyone knows this, though, because everyone played him.
Yes, sir.
We all know it. Christian McCaffrey, who got hurt for an extended time of this game and is hurt until like 5 or 6 weeks, had 12 carries, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was toasting me with him, dude. He had 2 big runs with him, and then luckily I was able to hit a kneecap and his ass out, if you know what I mean. Play dirty. If you're not playing dirty, you ain't playing to win. T. Higgins, 4 wrecks, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Again, those are big chunk plays that he got, but after the third one, no, had to stop that shit down. Then we had Chidobe Awuzie. Don't kill me if I said that wrong. 4 tackles. That's it. No picks. Moving over to my side. Before you guys crucify me and you guys just see 9 carries compared to 28 attempts, Evan Hall also got hurt. I ran a lot more with my quarterback and my backup running backs before y'all getting my ass in the chat. I don't want to hear anything. Anthony Richardson went 18 for 28, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns. We kept it clean, no picks. Evan Hall, before he got hurt, 9 carries, 27 yards, 1 touchdown. He was stopping the run. But, according to rules, I got to keep running that shit, so you know what it means. Then we have second-year receiver Malachi Corley with 4 wrecks, 84 yards, and a touchdown off of RPO. And then we got Juan Thornhill, 2 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 deflection. I would definitely say Juan Thornhill has been a great addition and a big upgrade from Justin Blackman. Thornhill has the awareness, play rec. Thanks to the Browns, I appreciate that addition. Letting them fall into offseason. But it's been a big help on that defensive side where I needed help at. And then with the addition of Malik Corley, we got rid of Gabe Davis, moved on, and we got a young receiver core. And just the guys that I got right now are doing it. And Anthony Richardson's finally stepping into that franchise quarterback role and playing clean football, which is what I needed. Real clean football. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty close game. Not super surprised because Bengals is very like sneaky good user. Like
mm-hmm.
his standings are never super high, but if you play him, you'll know he can definitely win a game.
Yeah, he'll keep it close. And like, if you're not honest with it and respect his game, he will come up behind you and punch you in the mouth. He will
For
sneak one
sure.
out. So you definitely got to be honest with it. And when you see him on your schedule, don't be like, "Oh, this is gonna be an easy ass win," because it won't.
Never is.
Mm-mm. Moving over to our next game, we have Week 2 Jets versus the Armadillos. This shit was a fucking shootout. I had to even check into the rules, see if they broke any rules, because shit was bonkers. But I'm going to go ahead and let my nigga handle it.
Yeah, this is crazy. I definitely wish I would have watched the stream.
I
So
think it's still up.
starting with the Jets, we got KJ Jefferson with 16 of 27, 458 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 picks. Brees Hall, 14 carries, 91 yards. Brees Hall also with 2 receptions for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tariq Woolen with 1 tackle, 1 pick 6, and half a sack. Then we got Patrick Mahomes on the Armadillos, 20 of 31, 622 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 picks. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, ridiculous. Isaiah Pacheco, 18 carries, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Told you, Pacheco.
Wes Watkins, 5 receptions, 234 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Greedy Williams, 3 tackles, 1 interception. I guess a pick 6.
I'm just saying, both defenses on this team suck ass.
They suck ass.
I mean, 73 to 66. That is like the highest in like BTB history. This is the highest scoring game on both ends. I think even before like Brazy rules, like this is fucking crazy, dude.
Outrageous.
Pat Mahomes is playing like a fucking god, and I think he's like 31, maybe even 30, maybe 20. They're coming onto his 30s. But KJ Jefferson to be like on the rip and like on par with him to throw like not as many yards, but as touchdowns too. Fucking crazy. I feel bad for Jets, man. You get whooped by the Huskies, a game that you should have won. And then you play against the team that kicked your ass in the playoffs, but you definitely put up a better fight than what you did in Super Bowl weekend. Man, it's just a tough break. Maybe we could see if he can get some games coming in, but definitely looks like defense used to be his focus, as well as the Armadillos. That's all I'm going to say. Woo.
They kept it close, too. Only one possession.
Yeah. Real close. Going over to week 2, this one hurts my heart the most because I thought he was going to stay number 1, and I thought that, like, I still believe in him. I still think he can make it back. Like, he will be back in the Super Bowl. But this is a rematch of Year 2 NFC Championship rematch. We have the Seahawks versus the Packers. Packers coming on top 38-20. All right, so let's go over the Seahawks. We got Bryce Young, 11 out of 19, 199 yards, one touchdown, 2 interceptions. It looks like he had some issues against the Packers defense. Like we highlighted earlier, their defense is nothing to play with. It looks like it's stepped up and making some moves. Tony Pollard, 11 carries, 146 yards, 1 touchdown. David, if you're watching, let me know if this is the game where he got hurt or if you have any injuries. Let me know. We have Dalton Kincaid, 5 recs, 105 yards, no tutty. And Derek Brown, newly addition Derek Brown. I want to say something. Between David and Yeageris having this whole collusion of trading, what the fuck's going on here, bro? You literally made him better and helped him like win 2 Super Bowls. What's going on, Yeageris? The fuck? But, I'm not going to say anything else. We got Packers here. Lamar Jackson showing up, having a pretty good game. 14 for 20. Accurate. He only missed 6 passes. 272 yards, 1 touchdown. No pick. Card, man. Starting to look like a user issue. with Don Ballard, 22 carries and 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looks like the running game has helped and brought in the dub with Christian Watson, 3 wrecks, 149 yards. Bro,
That's
that's
crazy.
like half of like Jackson's. Wow. Huh. It looks like the Seahawks defense came in to play, but looks like whoever was guarding Watson was getting his ass lit up. With Pat Surtain the second, PS2, with 2 tackles, a 1 interception, 1 deflection, and a pick 6 or fumble recovery touchdown. What do you got to say, man? 2 sluggers going at it, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it's another great game. Packers is surprised Packers won because the Seahawks are great. I know the Packers are great too, but the Seahawks they're top tier. So it's great to see a lot of the top teams kind of leveling out.
Most definitely, man. And it's going to start happening. You're going to start seeing teams that are, top teams starting to bow down and, figure out that rebuilding stage because we're not done with this, man. We're still going. Still going strong. Next game, which is a good one, very close one. We got week 2 Steamers versus the Bulls. Bulls coming on top 29-28. Go ahead and take it away, man.
All right, so for the Steamers, we got Cole Ballard, 18-25, 339 yards, 4 TDs. Pretty good. No picks. Kenneth Walker, the third, 14 carries, 58 yards. Keon Coleman, 4 receptions, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chase Young, 4 tackles, and 1 sack. Then we got Jared Goff for the Bulls, 14 of 19, 330 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Saquon Barkley, 23 carries, 143 yards, 1 TD. Going crazy. Darius Slayton, 3 receptions, 106 yards. And what was that, Malaki?
Yeah, Malaki Starks.
Malaki Starks, 5 tackles, 1 sack.
All I'm saying, this is what it's looking like to me. Jared Goff can get the ball and can throw it. He can throw the rock. Well, you got to stop Saquon. I feel like if you can stop Saquon, the Bulls is done. So I feel like guys need to focus on the run front and I would let Jared Goff have to beat me on the passing front and have to pass that shit more than 19 times. And
that's the best way.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Look, that's scouting right now, guys. I'm giving you free scouting points. Bulls, I'm sorry. We do that sometimes. We get little bones. But let's not take away from Steamers either, man. He played clean offensive ball. Just couldn't get Kenneth Walker going, and that is his workhorse. That is his guy, focal point of that offense. Last year, that helped them go into a run in the playoffs. But it looks like Bulls has a dominant front 8, apparently, because only giving up 58 yards on 14 carries. But it also looks like he pretty much stopped on the running. He probably got behind, but definitely want to give him a little bit more carries in there. At least 6 more. Give him 6 more, man. And chat, man, let me know if that's a suspension or not. 25-14? Oh, no. Nah.
Somebody do the math.
Someone do the math.
This is a really good game. Very competitive. Very close. I know Steamers is great. Blew me out first time I played them. So I think the Bulls are the real deal.
There you go, guys. There you go. Insider trade. All right. Our next game for week 2, we got the Albuquerque Thunderbirds versus the Dallas Cowboys. We got Zeke versus our boy Thunder. With Zeke coming on top 31-23. Joe Burrow played a good game, 17 for 24, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devon Achane, 17 carries, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 3 wrecks, 91 yards, and Melvin Weber, 2 tackles and 2 sacks. Again, Burrow was doing Burrow things and played clean ball and did what he had to do, and Devon Achane just let it rip for over 100 yards. We have Trey Lance, 16 for 23, 216 yards. No tutty. With Trevor Etienne, 8 carries, 86 yards, and 1 touchdown. Who the fuck had the rest of your touchdowns? Hold on. No. Now I got to pull this game up in Neon because this shit ain't making no goddamn sense. Nah, that's fucking ridiculous. Where the fuck did the rest of the carries go to, dog? Give me a second, Chad. Hold the fuck on. Pulling this shit up right now.
Let me see. Cowboys. David Montgomery.
Ooh, looks like
3 touchdowns.
6 attempts, 21 yards, 3 tutties. Man, I guess when you're right there on the goal line, they had to find a new Zeke. They found a Montgomery, old man Montgomery. Just saying. Slap on a number,
crazy.
what is it, 21 on him. Shit. With a little crop top. You got a new Zeke, man. But it looks like it was a close game. It looks like Thunderbirds stayed in the game. Definitely, the standings don't reflect the close games that he's had. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What you think, man?
Pretty close. It is good to see him in there, even though he doesn't have a win yet. It's good to see him stay in these games and put in a good effort.
Yeah, don't lose confidence, Thunderbird. You're definitely hanging in these games. You just got to figure out what to give you to push you over the edge. Moving over to the next game, I know he's been getting a lot of recognition tonight, and we've been talking about him a lot, but he surprised us. No one thought that this would happen. We've seen him rise at the end of the season, but this is a big surprise to us, actually, since he's had another full offseason to himself. We had the Honolulu Bulls versus the Austin Aviators, with the Bulls coming on top 31-21. Go on, let's talk about this one, Black Knights.
All right, so Bulls, Jared Goff had 14 of 15, 221 yards, 2 TDs, no mistakes. Saquon Barkley, 19 carries, 180 yards, 1 TD.
I'm telling
Saquon
you,
Barkley,
you don't stop him, he gonna win.
Gotta stop him, especially with the pass too. 52 yards, 4 receptions. Also Dexter Lawrence, the second, said 7 tackles, 2.5 sacks. Pretty good. Aviators, you got Trevor Lawrence, 23 of 29, 354 yards, 1 pick. Trevor Lawrence with 6 carries, 47 yards, and 1 TD. Travis Etienne with 6 receptions and 87 yards. And then TJ Edwards with 5 tackles.
Man, oh man. I mean, how many times am I gonna tell you guys, dude? Saquon is his offense, man. If you can't stop Saquon, you're not winning the game. And then even looking at here with the Rex, he has 3 Rex with Isaiah Hodgins, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, and then Oscar Deppet with 3 Rex, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm giving you an inside scoop right now, guys. Stop that run game. Go watch some footage, see what he likes to run, see what you can scheme up. Bulls?
It's probably easier said than done.
Oh, most fucking definitely. But I'll definitely say this. Bulls, welcome to the league, dog. You're running it. Welcome.
So this is.
Moving over to the next game on week 3, we have Condors versus the Blues. This was game of the week. Not much games to put as game of the week, but Blues coming on top 59-20. Fucking one. This was an ass whooping, a divisional ass whooping, like I like to say. With CJ Stroud just not playing the same way, man. Maybe it's time to move on. Save his career, give him to someone that can actually use him. I'm normally not this disrespectful, but you had a rise and then it's kind of a fall. With 12 for 29, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. With Darian Baldwin, 18 carries, 106 yards. Amari Cooper, 6 recs, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 balled. And Derek Stingley Jr. with 4 tackles, no picks. Looking on the other side here, we got Malik Willis, 14 for 16, 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. Another clean ball, another clean game for Malik Willis. Keaton Mitchell, 20 carries, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, this is a normal game for Mitchell. And newly acquisition Ben Perez, 98 speed, dude's crazy. 2 wrecks, 95 yards, and 1 touchdown. With Kalen Bullock, 5 tackles, 1 interception. Oh, look at this. We got someone. We got a comment here. You don't want to show. I can't see it because there's a fucking emoji in front of it.
You don't want to show the W he had. LOL. I see you.
I mean, I had to choose some games, man. I mean, I get it. You got the 1 win, but Get 2 big losses. It's nothing against you, dog. Nothing against you. Nothing against you. But maybe Condors can turn this around. It's still early in the season. You can't count them out. Anyone in the AFC South, it is a challenge. It is a competition. But we can say that about most divisions. Most. I said most. Don't crucify me. But definitely, if you don't stop Mitchell and you can't get some pressure to interrupt Willis and make him cause an interception, some disturbance, especially with having a clean game and only having 2 incompletions, it's pretty crazy. What do you think, Black?
Yeah, it's really wild. It's just the Blues doing Blues things.
Bluey, if you know what I mean.
Like you said, no mistakes going off in the passing game, going off in the running game. It's really can't expect anything else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving on to the next game. We got a few games left, not that many, and then we'll go ahead and move on to our next segment. We got Week 3, Dallas Cowboys versus the Brooklyn Dragons, who used to be the Sentinels, who used to be the Cardinals. So you guys know. There you go, context. With the Dragons coming on top, beating Zeke 38-37. Close game, dude. Trey Lance went crazy, 227 for 31, 35 yards, 4 touchdowns, and interception. Trevor didn't do too much, along with CeeDee Lamb, 9 wrecks, 150 yards, 1 touchdown. Van Der Esch having a good game. Looking over to the other side, J.J. McCarthy had himself a game as well, too. Baby leading in, becoming a more mature veteran. 17 for 24, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Blake Corum, also a teammate of his back in college, 18 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Looking like they're the duo to be fucking with Luther Burton, 5 wrecks, 124 yards, 1 touchdown, and Ben Watkins with a whopping 6 tackles. What you got to say about this one, man?
Really close game. I really think it's great to see a lot of these teams having less and less interceptions.
Most definitely, everyone's coming in with clean balls, man. Pause.
A lot of people cleaning up their game.
Man, if I don't say that shit, someone's gonna get on my ass. But yeah, it's definitely good to see not a lot of picks. I know someone's going to say, fix the sliders. It's because we can't grab picks. Well, guess what? In real life, not niggas are having like 20 picks the whole season. So.
Yeah, they drop them all the time. All the time.
Bills, I swear you'll get love next show, man. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry. You may still be in it. Hold on. I may have pulled one out. I'm sorry. My bad if I didn't. I only have like a select few games. When it comes down to like these big gaps in the show, I don't get to really pull in all the games that I want to be able to pull in. I got to choose a select few from the weeks, but I'm gonna get better at that. We're gonna have a little bit more consistency of shows, no matter if we're gonna have graphics or not. So we'll definitely get better. I'll get better at that. I would definitely say that I dropped the ball on that one. So sorry about that, dude. You'll definitely get some love next show. Promise you. Top of my list. So going over the next game, we have Week 3, Huskies versus the Detroit Lions. Close game with the Detroit coming out on top. Oh, he goes, I meant picks we throw, but you are good. Oh, yeah. You got to clean this shit up, dog, with Josh Allen. But I still show you some love, dog. Don't even worry about it. You want to get this one?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty shocked by this one, I'm not going to lie. So we got Deshaun Watson, 19 of 32, 266 yards, 1 TD, 2 picks. Not good. Joe Mixon, 22 carries, 110 yards, 2 TDs. Kind of carry things. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 receptions, 60 yards, 1 TD. And Kyle Duggar with 7 tackles.
Duggar. On the Lions side, we got Caleb Williams having himself a game.
Yep.
This is what I'm saying. If he can make this consistent, he could definitely get more wins. With 17 for 26, 363 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a interception. Very clean ball. Let's see if we can get rid of that interception. It's not too big of a deal, but definitely could have lost the game due to it. Jahmyr Gibbs with 13 carries, 69 yards. I would like to see him tread a little bit more on the carry side. Maybe give him maybe 4 or 5 more. But I know game plans change with the scores and how late the game is. I get it. Jameson Williams, 6 wrecks, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of game and performance I want to see from the Lions consistently on a consistent basis, especially against good users. And I mean, everyone in this league is a good user. There's different levels of users in this league and competition. But, if you can do this against the higher ones, I'm not saying, Huskies in the middle of the pack, but I definitely want to see him do it against a Packers, a Seahawks, Akari, and I know he's capable of doing it, but it's got to be more consistent. But nothing, no takeaways from your win. Like, I don't want to disrespect your win at all. You busted your ass for this one, so let's see if you can pick up on that.
Any given Sunday.
Moving over to our next game, 2 big heavy hitters. Bro, you just joined the league, my nigga. You gonna get some love next game, dog. That's little brothers for you, dog. Little brothers for you. But we got Packers versus the Atlanta Falcons, 23-17. Packers going up on top. Lamar Jackson having a okay game. I believe this is where true Lamar's coming out. 25 for 39. He's missed a couple passes, but you're going against, again, you guys cannot forget the Falcons have a legit defense. Last year their defense carried them into the playoffs and did some damage there. You guys see here the stats. Want to show some love out to Bijan Robinson, 17 carries, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns, helped a little bit. But Don Ballard matched that with a little bit more carries, 2 touchdowns. And then I'm pretty sure some other receiver has gotten the other touchdown. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fly through this so that way we can get through. We got 2 more on the way. I just want to see. I definitely say, again, Packers are one of my Super Bowl favorites to at least make it in there. I have about 4 different ones. But, you can't forget about the Falcons. He's not even sneaky good. He's great. Great defense. Just got to clean it up on the offensive side. What do you think?
Yeah, Falcons is pretty good. I know he slipped into the playoffs last season and did pretty well. And to go toe to toe with the Packers and come out pretty close, I think is great. Packers is a beast.
Yeah, it shows flashes because this could be a future playoff matchup, Supercard
Definitely.
weekend or in divisional rounds. And Jaegers, man, you're not lying. There is only 3 damn levels in this. Look, I want to show. I don't want to disrespect anyone, but you know what? I'm going to be that guy, man. I'm going to be that fucking guy. Yeah, you right. There is only great, average, and bad. And maybe sometimes you might be bad, but you can't be average. But again, Huskies is one of those guys who's lower middle of the pack down to bad. But he's progressed, and I do not want to discourage anyone. But, those are your words, not mine.
There really aren't too many bad players in this league.
No. And that's what I'm saying. You can't go into any of these games with any of these users and think, oh, yeah, this is going to be an easy sweep, to think you're going to get an easy win. Because if you do that, you're going to come out with a different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second to last game, week 3, Seahawks versus the Steamers. Seahawks coming out 35-30. Go ahead, Black. You got this one, dog.
All right, so Seahawks got Bryce Young, 22 of 27, 407 yards, 5 TDs, 2 picks. Crazy. Tony Pollard, 13 carries, 64 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 6 receptions, 217 yards, and 3 TDs. He went off. Divine Diablo, 2 tackles, 1 pick. And then for the Steamers, we got Cole Ballard, 15 of 23, 296 yards, 4 TDs, and 1 pick. Nick Singleton, 12 carries, 69 yards. Luke Samuel, 5 receptions, 98 yards, 1 TD. And Emmanuel Forbes Jr., 3 tackles, 1 pick.
Man, hell of a game, dude. Steamers not the ideal start. You're having great offensive movement. I believe maybe he's missing a couple pieces on defense. Oh, he did lose a big key because he forgot to re-sign him and didn't re-sign him. Kyle Fuller is no longer on this defense. So when you miss a big piece like that, especially in the corner, position, it can
It
hurt you.
hurts.
That can
Yeah.
hurt. And Kyle, bro, you gotta think highly of yourself, bro. You can't just say hi, bad, and then Jaegers, you have you vary, dude. You go from like great to average to bad. Again, I'm not calling anyone bad, but like to each their own. Anyways, they gonna get me caught up, dog. Last game, week 3, Shamrocks versus the Colts. This is another close one on my part. You cannot underestimate any fucking body. In this league. I went up 35-28. It was close. He had the lead, I think, like late in the third. I finally got a turnover that ended up around like middle of the fourth quarter that ended up tying the game, and then I got another pick that ended up winning the game. So we have rookie quarterback Drew Alar, 18 for 28, 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Those 2 picks were really crucial in the game. It definitely helped my way of getting in for a win. J.K. Dobbins went kind of pretty crazy. 16 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. With Xavier legit, 3 recs, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. And Nick, I'm not even going to try it, 5 tackles. Emanwari? Yeah. I don't
Big
know.
Nick.
Anthony Richardson went fucking crazy, though. 16 for 24, 350 yards with 5 tutties. With Evan Hall being out, we have our backup, Peter Manning. I'm going to change his number to number 18 to be P. Manning, if you know what I mean. Peyton in the flesh as a running back. 19 carries, 100 yards. With Kelvin Coleman, rookie sensation, 3 recs, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. With the help of newly acquisition Nakobe Dean, 5 tackles, 1.5 sacks. Again, this was a close game from the start. Was starting to give me a run for his money. He's got Drew Alar, a big step up from Justin Fields. Peter Manning definitely helped me out to win this game. Definitely helped me keep going. And Anthony Richardson just stepped up and was just throwing dots, man. Nothing inconsistent. We're finding holes and gaps in his defense. Defense helped step up, get those 2 picks, and do what we had to do. And I wanted to say, getting rid of Gabe Davis and plugging in this new rookie receiver, Kevin Coleman, has been like the greatest fucking thing. Dude is a baller, man. I definitely say it was a steal. Wherever the fuck I got him, 2nd round, 3rd round. Dude's great. And that is the end of our game recaps, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for that portion of the show. I know it can get very lengthy because, especially when we miss shows in between advances and gaps. It gets pretty crazy. So now going into my favorite portion of the show, we're doing the Player of the Week for Week 3. Again, Neon selects these. We kind of look over them. We'll manually change them sometimes, but we normally go with Neon gets us. So starting off for Player of the Week, AFC offense. We just talked about him. We got Anthony Richardson for 16 for 24, 350 yards, 5 touchdowns. 4 rushing attempts, 13 yards, no rushing touchdowns. Again, dude balled out, no picks. Dude's having a stellar fucking season. It's great all around. Moving over to AFC Defensive Player of the Week, we have Kalen Bullock with 5 tackles, 1 interception. He plays for the Blues. He's a good safety. Dude is a young coming up menace. Coming over at the Player of the Week for the NFC offense, we got Bryce fucking Young, 22 for 27, 407 yards, 5 touchdowns, with 4 rushing attempts, 14 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Bryce Young is looking like the trade that was. I mean, it's a miracle, dude. They won the first Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, and then Bryce Young stepping in to a big pair of shoes, playing behind a Hall of Famer, to pretty much pull out a win and play lights out ball, man. No picks, man. Pretty sure Jaegers is probably shooting himself in the foot right now. Like, why the fuck did I trade him? Just saying. Just saying. And then last but not least, we have Defensive Player of the Week from the Riverhogs, John Johnson III. 10 tackles, 1 interception. The dude was all over the place. And as an old safety, you don't see that much. It reminds me kind of like Eric Weddle. Maybe you younglings don't know him that much, but dude was a monster with the Chargers. Just saying. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. And he played for the Rams too. Just saying. But yeah, shout out to those 4 guys. Great showing. Again, your guys' performance shows up on here. We just recognize it. Going to the next portion of our show, we're gonna go to Super Bowl playoff predictions. Starting off with Black Knights, man. Who do you think? What you got? What you got for the playoffs?
So I can definitely see. So first off, Blues. Blues are making it to playoffs, man. It's just
Oh yeah.
undeniable. They'll be in there. Bulls as well. I think the Bulls are going to get in there. They've been playing very well. Packers, of course, they always seem to make it. And I'll give you one more. Seahawks.
Okay.
Seahawks,
Okay.
of course.
He gave us deadaways, like the ones that we just know that, like,
The,
oh yeah,
the easy ones.
these guys are coming in here.
Well, me, of course. I'll be in there.
Oh, okay, big balls.
See
Hey,
ya.
Orbits, Steelers, y'all heard that? He said him. He said him. I'm just saying. All right.
You know, it's my division.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. So, my playoff predictions. I got Ski at 1 for the AFC. Coming in at 2, I definitely see this being very close. I could either see it's a 3-way tie between Black Knights, Orbits, and Armadillos coming in for 2. And if that's the case, because Armadillo, he's going to win his division. It happens year round. He's going to get that. Boom. Plug him in there. Then coming at 3, I have... man, I can't even say like 2-way tie. That's a 3-way tie between Black Knights, Steelers, and Orbits. That AFC North division is tough, competitive, and it's always down to the last like week or two to see who's gonna get that division. And you know, with that falling in, I feel like all 3 of those teams will be in the playoffs. And then so that gives me 5. So I have 2 spots left. I say out of the AFC, what things are looking like right now, I give myself 7th. And I can see Jets pulling off, coming in at 6. These are predictions.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
NFC, it's going to go out like this. I got Packers, then I got Seahawks, then I have... Damn, who else? Look, right now, it's looking like Sentinels is balling, dude. He may be at 3. Then at 4, another divisional will be Falcons. I feel like 3 and 4 can be interswapped. I feel like Falcons is going to take the NFC South. No disrespect to you, Jaegers, at all, but a lot of love for the Falcons. Coming in at 5, we got Jaegers. Coming in at 6, I say Steamers. And coming in at 7, I have Oilers. Those are my playoff predictions. It's going to be, hey, y'all can talk shit about me. If they're completely wrong, I'm giving you guys the ammo for that. Oh, hold on. I'm tripping. I completely forgot someone. Take 4. I'm sorry. 4 is going to be, from either 1 to 4, will be the Bulls. I forgot about the Bulls. That I'm not going to lie about. I completely dead ass forgot the Bulls in the NFC. I'm taking out... Sheesh. I feel like Oilers will make it. I will probably take out... Sentinels. I mean, yeah. But definitely no, the Bulls are definitely going to be it. Bulls, I'm sorry. I completely forgot, dog. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. Don't I'm not hating on you. There's a lot of love. I showed you a lot of love on the show, dog. Showed you a lot of love. That's my fault. I look like an asshole now. Fuck, I'm going to go kill myself. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I think about Super Bowl playoff prediction. And of course, Super Bowl, I definitely think it will be Ski or someone from the NFC North. It's too tied up for that shit, man. Definitely going against either Packers or Seahawks, or even possibly the Bulls if the Bulls can show all that noise still late in the season. See, I ain't forget. I ain't forget. I know now. And now, guys, what you guys have been waiting for, and I know what you guys fiend for. You guys fiend for this shit, and I know it. Our power rankings. So these are the week 4 power rankings, not including week 4 that happened now. So this is everything beforehand. So coming in at 32, we have Broncos because it was a CPU. We finally have a new Broncos user. Welcome aboard, dude. Riverhogs 0-3. Snowhawks, Thunderbirds, all 0-3, as along with the Shamrocks, I believe, too. Aviators is having a down year, starting off at 0-3. Kind of surprising. Huskies at 26. Jets down. Jets. Jets. Down to a 25. Hate to see it. But Lions at 24. Bills at 23. We have Condors at 22. Steamers at 21. Looking kind of low for Steamers. Raiders at 20. Bengals at 19. Looking like where he averages around. Kari at 18. And we got the Dolphins at 17. So this is our top 16 now. Top half of the league. Bison's at 16. We have Black Knights at 15. I know you hated that. I saw your reaction in that, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Look,
15 is crazy.
there's a lot of 2-1 teams. I just put in consideration of the loss, the win-loss ratio, the conference wins, stuff like that. I put that in, what your points for, points to get, where you ranked, and stuff like that. And right now, 15. I see you higher, but I can't disrespect the rest of the users that show a little bit higher than you.
Yeah, that's facts.
So, Sentinels at 14. And again, anywhere from, like, this could have went anywhere from fucking 8 to 17. All could have been changed up. So, don't get mad, guys. This is early in the season. Power rankings get really tight here, and I know you guys get kind of pissy on this. It's cool, though. We got Falcons at 13, myself at 12, Oilers at 11. Big rise for Oilers. Whoop, whoop. Dude was at the bottom of the season trying to figure shit out with Jordan Travis. Fuck that guy. Number 10, Jaegers with Panthers. Number 1 in my heart. Number 1, not in the league no more, is Seahawks at number 9. Crime face. You'll find your way back up there. I promise you. Number 8, Zeke. Again, 5, 6, and 7. I had this argument with Orbits and Steelers. 5, 6, and 7 is a 3-way tie. It could have went any way. So here, listen to me. Hear me out. Steelers beat the Armadillos. Armadillos hasn't played Orbits yet. Orbits lost to the Blues, but yet Orbits lost to the Steelers. So you see how that kind of like intertwines a little bit. Like it's kind of hard. And you know, Armadillos took his loss week 1 and won the last 2. Not strong users that he won against, but again, still, whereas Orbis lost to the Blues, it was a win-loss-win situation, and then Steelers beat. It was difficult, dude. It was difficult. I know Orbits won against you. I know that, but difficult on each end. And then we got 4 with the Dragons, aka the Cardinals, I believe. Yeah. Surprisingly, they're undefeated, so they're one of the bottom undefeated. So we got Bulls at 3. There you go, Bulls. You're getting some love, some recognition. Ski, I feel like you'll be mad at this one. I wanted to give you one, but it's tied up for that, man. And again, the separation will start week 5, week 6, week 7 once these games keep playing along. But Packers beat the Super Bowl champs, dude. And you lost the Super Bowl champs, so that's why I just kind of put Packers there, up at 1. It's like, again, it's close, tied head to head. And yeah, man, this is our week 4 power rankings, guys. And with that being said, man, do you have anything to say about it? What's your take on it?
So when I first saw it, I was kind of upset, but after reviewing it, I kind of fuck with it. I think they're pretty accurate. I would put Blues over Packers, and I feel like Steelers would be over Orbits, except for the fact that they got their ass whooped pretty hard in week 3. Mm-hmm. So I can't even do that. So I kind of like them where they are.
Bet. Any big surprises? Anything that just shocks you? Just like, who did you think that wasn't going to be up there that low?
Jets and Aviators for sure are a lot lower than I expected.
Yeah, two playoff guys from last year starting off pretty rough.
They were like top 5 in the power rankings for a while.
Yeah,
So
for a long time.
for a long time, it's pretty crazy.
Yes, sir. Guys, again, don't get mad at me. This is a reflection of what you guys give me. I just take it and put it on paper. So if you don't like your rank, do better. That's all I'm gonna say. Do fucking better. But guys, coming in with that, that is the show for today, guys. Thank you guys for chilling with us. I know it's only two of us today. Kind of a weird show, just a little bit. But again, we bring the energy. We're going to bring you guys the news. We're going to bring you guys the big stories. And we're going to bring you guys the recaps of what's going on, dude. Again, I enjoy this, guys, a lot with y'all. So much. I know it's been a long little break. We're back. We're going to be on top of it. And we're going to ride this shit out, y'all. We're going to have a fucking blast. But I want to say big shout outs to my boy DM Grady, for showing up, guest starring. We'll definitely get a full cast for next show. Maybe it might just be us again. Who fucking knows? But no matter who's here, we're going to rock out and we're going to fucking just have a good time and just chill out. So, guys, thank you guys again. You guys are the Boomcasters. This is the Boomcast. This is Kamish with
Big DD.
And, guys, we're signing out. See y'all motherfucking later.